everybody. I'm Nikita Audiencer.
And I'm Bronwyn Swinton.
And I'm Houston Adams.
And ek is Jade September, and we are at the
Open
Streets
Mitchell's Plain.
Guys, the vibe is amazing here. The people are amazing here. You can speak to anybody and you know the food. Local is mos lekker.
Guys, when we came here, the vibe was so awesome. I can feel the positivity. Everybody's talking to everybody. People's walking around, driving on bikes. The music is just awesome.
You know, I'm just loving the vibes here at the open street. You know, it's actually bringing the community together, and that's actually a good thing for our community. Getting together, getting to socialize, you know, having some cool drinks, you know, something to eat. Like Nikita said, local is lekker.
Mense, ek is so opgewonde. Like the excitement is rushing through my bone structure. Like there's so much raw talent and a variety of activities. I can't wait to get started.
Welcome to the Plain Talks. I am Bronwyn Swinton.
And ek is Jade September.
And on the seat today at the open street we have Dr. John Parker. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. It's so nice to be here. I drive up and down this road every day, and it's nice just to stop for a change.
Yes, and just walk around
Meet
and
the
enjoy.
people of
Yes.
Mitchell's Plain. It's a real pleasure.
So, you're the founder of Spring Foundation?
Yes, that's right. It's a foundation at Lentegeur Hospital, where I've been working since 2003 now. And it basically, after about 10 years working there, I was up to here. I won't use the words, but I was fed up and exhausted. You know, it's so sad to see people being broken down and ending up in a place like that and having no hope, and then going out and coming back again. And I had to do something about that. So we developed the Spring Foundation as a way of turning the hospital into a place of rejection into a place of hope. And basically, the problem of these places is they've been built like prisons. And they create this idea that mental illness is something that happens to other people who must be put away and we don't worry about them. But the fact is, 1 in 3 South Africans in their lifetimes will have a form of mental illness. And the worst thing is, when this happens, it's like you've got no one to turn to. And the problem is, the attitudes we have, we run away when someone has mental illness. And what they need more than anything is for community to come together and put a hand out. And that's what we're trying to do. Lentegeur, I don't know, lots of people have never even thought about this, but Lente means spring, and geur is the essence or the aroma of spring. So it's a beautiful name. And we say that spring is about hope. You know, it's like rebirth after winter. It's when the flowers come out. So that's what we do at the hospital. We support any initiative that brings about hope and recovery through connecting things again. So we connect people to their community by helping them get ID books. We connect people to the earth by helping them to garden, and we've got a huge vegetable gardening project, and that, of course, we're selling cheap vegetables, so addressing things like food insecurity and a whole lot of other initiatives that just give people hope again, and hopefully turn the hospital from something that's like a prison to something that is a resource for the community, that builds this community into the beautiful community that we can see in bits and pieces that so many people want, but it's struggling to do that.
So how does Spring Foundation do this?
So we're a not-for-profit organization, so we basically take an idea. There's so many good ideas, so many people working at the project and in this community have lovely ideas about how we can bring back hope, how we can make things work again. And we basically develop those ideas into business plans, and we fundraise for them. So for example, one of the things in the adolescent mental health department was that nobody wanted to come. I mean, who wants to go to the moles, you know? So we help them to develop arts therapy and drama therapy and music therapy. So now the young people love it because they go there and they play drums and they do artwork and they act in a play. And all the time they're doing that in a way that's healing them. So it's a way of connecting them again to their emotional insights and of course to heritage and to pride in our heritage, because so much of our heritage is about art and, you know, stories from the past and so on. So that's just one example. So we fundraise and we pay for the drama therapists that now work there. And our next phase is that we're going to develop that program to spread out into community organizations that work with the youth so that we can give them a mental health component as well. Because, you know, there are many organizations like sports clubs and drama clubs and arts clubs and so on. But there's so many promising young people who then drop out because of all the trauma, all the problems that they're experiencing at home. So we're going to reach out to those and develop mental health programs in those so that we're getting to more and more people in the community.
So you said you were working there for 10 years. So what made you stay there for 10 years? Why did you hold on so long? Wasn't there a time like you were like, you know what, I'm just going to walk out and forget about this and carry on with something different?
Many times, you know. But there's something I love about Mitchell's Plain. There's something really special at that hospital. You know, people only talk about the bad things, but I've met some of the most amazing people in this community and in that hospital, because the kind of people, when things are going really badly, the kind of person who can still stand up and say, I matter and I can make a difference. Those are special people, and I don't want to work anywhere else ever again in my life. This is where I'm going to retire, because there's a dream we're creating here, and that dream, seeing that dream come alive, it's the most beautiful thing in my life. So that's all I want to do.
So how did the idea of Spring Foundation come?
One day I just looked at that name, you know, and it just dawned on me. I'd worked there for so long and I never ever thought Lentegeur. It's got a meaning. And I just thought we've got to do something that brings hope, you know, and I love spring. The flowers all come out, and for me it just makes me happy. So that idea, we must bring that creativity into what we're doing and bring it alive. Yeah.
So you know, there's like some people like say, okay, you said you worked there for 10 years and you found that passion, and you like said you wanted to stay there. Like, wasn't there a time when you were with them and you were like, feel like, I just want to give up completely? Because there's some people, no matter if they try, no matter how hard they try, what gave you that more energy, what motivation, what drove you to like eventually stay and carry on with this foundation?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if I have an answer. Yes, there's many times that you want to give up, and especially, you know, people don't get things the first time. People are scared to believe. People are scared of hope. You know, they often turn away from that. So yeah, there have been times, but I know, you know, happiness doesn't come easy in life. You do have to work for it, and you got to go deep. You know, we can all be a little bit happy on the surface. So I've just learned, you know, that you got to roll with the punches sometimes. You got to. It always begins by accepting. We've got to accept our problems before we're ever going to make them better. So some of that, you know, the problems go a long way back. I'm a white guy. I come to Mitchell's Plain. I can't expect people to just believe everything I say first time. You know, I know my history. The history of my people is they've come places, made promises, and then disappeared, you know, or ripped everyone off. So I've got to roll with that. And I love this country. I love Cape Town, and you know, I've got two beautiful daughters. They've probably been riding around in the back, photobombing. But I want them to have a beautiful life in this country, like we all do. And that's something that's going to take hard work. So when I think about that dream, and I think about all the fantastic ingredients we've got that just need to be put together properly, I'm prepared to do the work.
Wow, it's really interesting and quite motivating. We really appreciate your time. But unfortunately, we have to go. So guys, thank you to Dr. John Parker for his inspiring words. So don't go. We're gonna be back with our next guest. Stay tuned.
today, guys, we're at Open Streets, and on this lovely seat we have Tim Mosdell. How are you doing, Tim?
I'm doing fabulously, thanks, Jade.
Are you enjoying the weather so far?
It's an awesome day, isn't it? Nice and breezy, but very nice.
So, Tim, what brings you to Open Streets today?
Well, I represent an organisation called the Bicycling Empowerment Network, and together with Pedal Power Association, we're running a safe cycling school just down the road. So it's a lot of fun. We've had a couple of hundred people through the program already, and we're really having a good time.
So what is the purpose of Ben, I see? Ben.
Well, we're all about creating opportunity through bicycles. All of us at Ben are passionate about bicycles, and we believe that bikes can make a huge difference in terms of opening access to opportunities, having fun, getting fitter, promoting a better, healthier lifestyle. So it's an all-round activity that we feel is very positive for communities.
So how many people are actually involved in this organization?
There are about 8 of us who work full-time, but we've got a whole lot of volunteers that come and chip in. The volunteers come from all over the world, actually, so we get a constant stream of different kinds of people from different cultures that come and spend a bit of time with us. So it makes it a really vibey kind of organization. Yeah.
So how did Ben become this amazing organization? How did it all start?
Well, it started 15 years ago with the vision of a guy called Louis Duval. In partnership with Andrew Wielden, they had the idea that there was this gap that could be filled. So they started Ben back then. So it's been going for 15 years already.
Wow.
And it's mainly through Louis' passion. He's almost 80 now, and he still sits in his office every day, opens up for us. He's completely passionate about bikes. In fact, he's one of only 6 people that have done every single one of the Cape Town cycle tours.
Wow, that's so amazing.
He's inspiring, I tell you.
Oh, you go. Okay. So Ben, so you said it started all there. So how did you come along with Ben? What made you go to Ben and join this amazing organization whereby you want to give back to your community? How do you feel like Ben is giving back?
Well, Ben's definitely giving back. Yeah, I used to be a management consultant, so I was in a completely different space in the corporate world, and I stepped out of that a few years ago, and then about a year ago, I heard that Ben was looking for a new general manager, and for me it was like a job made in heaven, to tailor it for me. So I quickly jumped at the opportunity, approached them. We had a few discussions, and I'm doing the best job in the world at the moment. So I don't have a very long history there, but I've been aware of and actually participated in some of Ben's activities in the past, but I've only really been there for the last year. But it's been a joyride, I'd say, yeah.
So what did you say with Ben's goal? What is Ben's actual goal?
Well, our goal is to get as many people on bikes as possible, especially in areas where ownership of bikes is difficult, So we're probably best known for getting donated bikes from first world countries, from developed countries. We've got a whole range of charities that work for us. They put container loads full of bikes together and ship them to us. We have to handle the shipping costs and the storage and all that, but we then distribute those bikes into communities. And I think what makes Ben quite special is we have a model where we actually train entrepreneurs in different communities. So we set up small business people from those communities to become our distributing points. So, we've distributed maybe 25,000 bicycles in the last 15 years, and we've set up 20 of these bicycling empowerment centres in different communities, most of which are still running and providing, good livelihoods for those people. So it's an employment creation thing, and putting lots of bikes, into communities.
So how do you feel Ben is giving back to our community and helping our community today?
Well, today we've partnered with the Pedal Power Association. I'm sure most of the viewers have heard of them. They're very involved in the cycle tour. And together we've developed a booklet called "Are You Ready to Get on the Road?"
Wow.
It's part of what we call a Cool Kid on a Bike program. It's a safety program for children. So at our gazebo down the road there, we have a number of activities. We take we've got a really skilled teacher who sits down with the kids and takes them through the curriculum that's in this book. Tests them a little bit. It's quite a fun activity. At first, the kids are a little bit reluctant because it's a bit like going to school on a Sunday, but they love it. And once they've gone through this, then we put them on bikes, and we've got a little track there, a safe training track with little mini-size traffic signs and a traffic light, just so the kids get a sense of what it's like to ride on the road. So, hopefully the kids that have been through our little program today are a little bit better equipped to get onto the road safely.
So where is Ben actually located?
We located just near Muizenberg in Marina de Gama, just near Capricorn. And Pedal Power Association is just up the road in Kenilworth.
Okay. So how can I put this in words now? Like, I want to know more about Ben. So, there's like some people, when you start whatever job you are doing, you just want to give up immediately, or you get frustrated, whereby the people that you're teaching is not cooperating with you and they're not listening to you. Wasn't there like a time you were really frustrated? What drove you to like stay there and hang on?
Yeah, that's a good question, because in the communities that we work in, our kind of work is quite tough sometimes. It's difficult to secure venues for activities. It's not all plain sailing, but I tell you, when you put a kid on a bike, or even an adult on a bike, and you see them riding that thing for the first time, and the joy that riding a bicycle brings, that doesn't matter how difficult it is. We know it's difficult working in the areas that we work in, and that's why we do it. But the joy that comes from it is far outweighs any of the difficulties. And if it was difficult, it wouldn't be worth doing. I mean, if it wasn't difficult, it wouldn't be worth doing. Let's put it that way.
Wow, thank you so much. You have been one great sport, and I enjoyed your story. It definitely inspired me. Did it inspire you?
It was so inspiring, and Ben is really interesting though.
It is.
Yeah, well, come and visit sometime.
We should.
Come and volunteer.
Yes, we should.
So thank you, sir. So
Guys, Ben is really interesting. Bicycling Empowering Network. They have an aim that and this goal they're gonna achieve it. But guys, stay tuned. We have another guest. We're not done for the day. Stay tuned. On the seat we have Tyler Escher. He has been roaming around the whole time, so we just decided to call him up and interview him. Hello, Mr. Escher.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm all good. How are you?
I'm fine. The weather's just fantastic, right, Jade?
yes, it's flaky.
It's windy.
So how's the day been?
Windy?
Windy.
Yeah. I'm joking, man. Nah, the vibe here has been really nice. The stores have been really nice. The entertainment's also really, vibe. The hype here is really cool. The skaters and the bikers coming around, so it's a really good vibe.
So you were last year also?
Yeah, I was.
So why do you keep coming back?
Because it's liquor.
Is it liquor?
And whenever we come here, me and my friends enjoy the time, man. Like, it's a liquor place to hang and chill. And there's always different stalls to come to, and there's always new things on offer, that's why.
Trade well for Tyler.
One it for Tyler. So Tyler, question. Why do you think it's important to give back to your community?
Because your community raised you, I feel like you should invest in what built you. It's like building your house, because they built you. So I feel like they invested in you, so you should invest in them.
That's good. So when you grow older, do you have any goals for yourself?
Goals? No, immediate goals? No. Long-term goals? I just want to have a steady income, a steady house, and a car.
So what? Go, Jade.
No, go.
Okay. What are you doing right now, Tyler, besides just roaming around here and watching people?
At the moment, I'm studying IT at CTI in Caiman.
IT, lekker money.
So Tyler, when you grow older, do you think you're going to give back to your community?
Oh no, I definitely am.
You definitely
Wow,
going
Tyler was really interesting. We will speak again after this, but for right now, we have to go. Guys, that was Tyler Escher. But don't go anywhere. We're gonna come back with more. Thank you.
So guys, we are back with our next guest. His name is Keenan. So how are you doing, Keenan?
I'm all good, just excited to see what's happening in Mitchell's Plain for quite some time now. I'm very, very excited. I'm good. Good Sunday afternoon.
So So did you come all by yourself?
I'm actually here with my daughter, my mom, stepmom, and my wife.
Wow, so you brought the whole family.
Yeah, it's a good day to be outside. It's a very good
I
day.
think that basically also one of Open Street's aims is to bring everybody together as one and to show people that we have to stand together to achieve certain goals.
Yes, definitely. It's actually a good thing because we smile with one another. It's good to see people that you know from further areas and just to communicate and just to catch up. So it's a good thing, yeah.
So is this your first time that you're at Open Street?
Yes, it actually is my first time. I missed the one last year in Marydale, not too far from here. So it's my first time. I didn't want to miss this one. So I made it my duty to come this time.
So what has been most interesting here?
The number of people, I was actually shocked. I came here before 11 o'clock, it wasn't that full. I saw after lunch it was buzzing, so yeah, it's a lot of people here.
Wow, and it's interesting being here, and you also meet people you never saw in a long time, so you get to catch up with them as well.
Yes, firstly, a lot of people I don't know, people I never knew existed in Mitchell's Plain, but yeah, got a lot of friends, families that I actually caught up with. It brought me back to people I never saw in a long time, so perfect platform just to once again catch up and see how people are doing in Mitchell's Plain.
So as you saw, there's like a lot of stalls and things like people is just giving back to the community. Why do you feel it's important to give back to our community?
I think it's important because sometimes we don't acknowledge certain people. For example, we have a neighborhood watch that's actually walking the streets of Mitchell's Plain in the morning preferably. So giving back to them would be obviously just a thank you from our side, just to have a stall or just basically giving free stuff away sometimes. So it's acknowledgement to everybody out that protects us and just the kids also just to know that we're actually watching and taking care of them and we want them to be safe also many times.
Thank you so much, Caiman. You're very interesting and you can talk quite a lot, eh?
Yes, I was quite excited.
Guys, that was Caiman. You heard it all here. He had a blast today. So guys, if you missed it, but stay tuned, Plain Talks.
Mense, die kos was so awesome, rowend. Ek sê vir jou, my mag is nou lekker vol, maar ek is lekker moeg. Ek gaan by die huis kom en skoene uitskop en lê. And guess what I'm going to watch? The Plain Talks.
The Plain Talks. Yeah, I really enjoyed myself over here. As you can see, my backpack is ready to jump back.
What you say, Angel?
My darling, I'm ready to fly away. That's how tired I am. And Auntie, I almost told you you're going to be on TV. You must saw yourself. You must saw yourself.
Yeah.
Tell your grandma you are on the Plain Talks and your grandpa and her uncle and auntie because... Woo! It was so amazing. But guys, we have to go. But don't worry, we're not going far. We're just coming back.